Join me in answering the age-old question, Wichita or Wichinaw? And explore a couple more spots in Kansas with me. My time in Wichita began in the Delano neighborhood. Delano is a mix of a commercial and residential area, which has local dining, shops, and soda shops. The Delano neighborhood has more than 250 businesses, and it's on the west bank of the Arkansas River. Throughout the video, I will be letting you know if I think the spot is worth the stop or if I think it's a flop. Sadly, I personally did find the Delano area to be a flop. It does have a small town Hallmark vibe, so if I saw it decorated for Christmas, would I feel differently? It's possible. I'm not much of a shopper, so that element didn't interest me, and the stop for food at the Monarch didn't impress me either. The Riverwalk was worth the stop. And this may sound rude, but I'm saying worth the stop in comparison to other things in Wichita specifically. It was a relaxing part of my day to walk along the river and feel the breeze. There was plenty of places to sit, relax, and there were other sights to see along the river as well. It's a popular walking and running spot and leads to the Keeper of the Plains, which I'm going to get into just a little later. You'll also stumble upon a museum off the trail as well. I returned to the Riverwalk around 8:15 as the Keeper of the Plains display happens at 9 p.m. nightly. The timing put me to the Keeper of the Plains and plenty enough time to enjoy my walk, take a stroll on the bridge, and read about the display as well. The steel sculpture is 44 feet tall and stands where the Big and Little Arkansas rivers meet. The sculpture was created by Native American artist Black Bear Boson and erected in 1974. Bugs aside, this was certainly worth the stop. Even on a regular weekday, there were still around 30 to 40 people gathered to witness the display. The walk back was also just as nice and peaceful. This was a really great ending to the day. Okay, so the Nifty Nut House was a big surprise and definitely worth a stop. I went into the store around 10 a.m. and there were plenty of other customers joining me. Serving customers since 1937, the Nifty Nut House is known for value and service. Those aren't just words. The employees were so quick to provide samples, and they were so eager to help. I thought I'd only be getting a few things, but ended up needing a hand cart, and still spent less than $25. Clifton Square is a Wichita-specific worth the stop. It has a few local shops and a few options for food. And Fazoli's will always be worth my stop, those breadsticks. So welcome to Kansas, but I'm almost already through with it. Yesterday was kind of a slower day. I think that some cities that I go to can be a whole book, some can be a chapter, but I kind of feel like Wichita has been a pamphlet. They have some nice shops and stuff downtown, but I feel like everything there is to see could probably take about, 30 minutes per stop at a location. I'm not saying don't go to Kansas, don't go to Wichita. For me, it probably wasn't up my alley. So I just entered Oz. I drove 2.5 hours from Wichita, and it's only $10 to get in, so I'm super excited to see what there is to offer. So inside there's over 125 years worth of history, they said. 125 years. It includes the original adaptations, but also movies like Wicked even today. About 2 hours from Wichita and 2 hours from Kansas City, Kansas, is the Oz Museum in a small town called Wamego. One of Dorothy's famous lines is, "Toto, I don't think we're in Kansas anymore," and this small town in Kansas decided to cash in on that shout out. The museum's in the middle of nowhere, but I do think that's what gives it its charm at the same time. It was about an hour out of my way, but I'm glad I went, and was it worth the stop? I'm actually going to say yes, just because I don't think Kansas had that much that interested me personally. I will also say the gift shop had plenty to offer. My only complaint is that there wasn't a ton of original artifacts. It was a lot of recreated objects mostly. Well, also, a second complaint is that the Wicked section is insanely small. Otherwise, I really enjoy the nostalgia and time out of the car. So I personally love the museum, and it was only $10, so you really can't go wrong. I didn't stay too long inside of there because I still have a 2-hour drive ahead of me for some good authentic Kansas barbecue. So I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna stop and see a few more things here. I really like finding the Toto statues. They're all different and unique. And I brought little mementos as well. I'm really thinking there's just no place like home right now, or no place like a hotel. My final stop in Kansas was in Kansas City, and what an amazing stop it was. I spent $50 on delicious barbecue at Joe's Kansas Barbecue. The barbecue sandwich was great, and I enjoyed being able to actually taste the smoke from the barbecue on it. What I can't get past was the ribs, the most delicious ribs I've ever had. The seasoning on top was addicting, and I'm glad I saved my barbecue desires for this spot specifically. Thanks for visiting Kansas with me, and don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, all the things.